I have a very calm message today from a past loved one. Here's the thing though. The person who we're channeling, they weren't like a calm person when they were here. They were exciting, they could be all over the place at points. They were extremely focused when they put their mind to something. Nothing was going to get in the way. They couldn't stop making plans. They were always seeing. They were always seeing ways to broaden the horizons, and they couldn't stay sitting in like one area. This person liked to travel, but it feels very spontaneous as well. Here's the thing. Now, something has shifted within your person's soul. What I mean is, we can't comprehend the way our past loved ones feel and are experiencing this existence, etc. But the most mundane way we can understand is like, whoever this is, it's definitely like a masculine nature. So that could either mean like a person who passed on, they were male, or this was a very driven, persistent person without caring about the gender. It's a masculine nature, 1010%. And the thing is, this person's able to stay still now. They need to know, I can stay still. That's a big thing. They are very proud of you. I know you hear that. It's true. You have moved mountains and are seeing past anything that tries to take your focus from the bigger picture, and you can tell what actually the world, what the universe is saying is aligned for you. What's been stored. So, literally new world sideways. This is, let me see, am I right? This is a reading about making sure you never fall back. It's not being sympathetic and putting yourself first. This is a reading to make you see you have switched everything, the law of attraction, completely into your favor. But there's something deeper, there's something more. You're following your intuition when it comes to multiple connections. Take it as it resonates. But if you've experienced some either an energy intensity of endings of relationship dynamics in more ways than one, or new beginnings of relationship dynamics, these have been guided, and it's happening right now for a reason. And whatever's in front of you right now, King Sword, whatever's in front of you right now is, it's showing itself, it's contacting you for a reason. So you could have a new job opportunity being presented, an offer of some sorts, and your GPS, which is this person, they want you to be more than ready for it. They're getting you in a mindset. They want you to understand about how the spirit realm, how your ancestors, how the guides, how the law of attraction is viewing you and feeling you and experiencing you, because not only are you experiencing the universe is experiencing you. They want you to know you are very, very more than guided. You are protected. You are more than protected. People can't see you unless spirit allows it. You've been in situations literally where you've been right in front of people and they could not see you. And it was complete serious. walked past. And this has been a common occurrence for you. It's not just like a once in a time thing. There will be so many times when literally it's like there's no way this person wouldn't have seen me unless there was a complete blockage, unless there was a wall. Spirit puts walls in front of deities, sources, individuals, all and above that is not meant to be in front of you. You have destiny. You have somebody that wants. You have a person, or you have a person and or a job opportunity that's about to present itself. Okay, this is what your person is saying though. Is like, do not get stuck in a timeline. Do not get stuck in feeling like you have to do things in any certain way. Because what you have mastered is remembering that things come to you when you have inspiration and are doing it for more than fun, for more than reason. When you're doing something because it's connected to your heart's destiny and power, that's what gets you up. That's what makes you feel. That's what makes you stand out. That sense of kindness, what you share, your guides are always watching you when you're thinking that nobody's watching and you're unplugged from the world. The littlest of kindest deeds you do are always noticed. And you have gone through a lot of transformation in more ways than one lately. Shedding old mindsets, people. A part of your parasite died that had control over you. And it was a key. Your spirit guide, your person's extremely proud of you. And like now, because you've shed that part of the fear of a what if, of not loving yourself, there's like a whole other door. There's a whole other, it's like you have opened up a window to allow more wind into your home. It was, you felt suffocated. You had all of these windows closed because there was a part of you within the last year you've been able to fully accept love, release a mindset of not caring of self. It's of self. As you've done this, now the universe advances with you. When you advance yourself, the universe and people around you follow. You're right on the money. You have like not even this, just like a cute future ahead, a nice cute future. No, you have an expansive entrepreneurial lifestyle, whole world that I'm seeing. However this resonates for you, you are not a person that's meant to just do the mundane. Okay, you've gone through a lot of bullshit, ups and downs throughout your entire life to get you completely ready for what has presented itself to you, but to continue to have you more than ready. You've had to learn senses, not only survival senses, but your actual spiritual senses. They've advanced extremely within the past 3 years of your life. This person could have died within the past 3 years. Those two things aren't coincidences. Okay, so your person right now, they're so fucking proud of you. Dude. Yeah, they have been guiding you to take the leap of faith in so many different aspects right now. You've gone through either physical relationships, of you shed like parts of attraction. You realized some things that you thought were meant for you weren't at all. They were meant for moments. You've came into celebration though with so many individuals that with like it's like just chain of events. It's how things happen. If you wouldn't have encountered this experience, you wouldn't have met this person, or etc. Yada yada. You wouldn't have had that new job opportunity if that job beforehand didn't happen, that caused you so much pain before, right? It looks like in recent times there was a test that you passed, and it led to telling Spirit you're ready for your fruition, that they don't have to put you through any more trial runs. It was a moment of somebody being able to take financial control of you again, and you chose yourself. And this person saw, or this job, whatever, take it as it resonates, saw they weren't going to be able to take advantage of you. And in that moment, you literally had two destinies you were split between. Fate, what was going to bring you complete happiness, completion, or one of just passion, of lust. Not even lust, that's not the best word, because both energies have a lot of sexual attraction, and also you are a sexual person. So no matter what, that's an important thing that for you to feel in any relationship dynamic. This was more than lust. This was more than passion. This was excitement is, I guess, the best word. This one's exciting too. It's a different type. This was like old yous. Not even old you. This is just like what you used to see as what made you feel like power and strength and determination for so long, was believing in some forms of toxic ways of connection, having to do something for someone and their actions not aligning with their words, etc., and just letting things roll off, letting the steam roll off your shoulders. You see, but also with every the thing what I love about the devil card is it can be taken so many different ways. Comparing with the rest of the cards, how they all align together is what makes them truly understand the meaning behind the reading. Okay, and the devil up hand can also mean picking the path less chose, picking the one that's meant for you. So it's almost like you had all of these decisions beforehand, in moments where you thought you were being stupid or etc., and that you weren't guided and that you were alone. In reality, you were guided to do all of these things to learn, to build your calluses, your scars, your war marks. Because the only way you're going to be strong enough for the battle is to go through some form of pain and be ready for it. That's what this whole entire, all these lessons, all these people have been, for you to continue advancing. There's never going to be a time of stopping. You're going to continue. And the way you continue is by being proud of yourself now and knowing you have more than enough now. That's how you continue. You see, what you have now in store is the ability to be your own knight in shining armor, or your own warrior, breaking your own domestication, your own trauma, sharing with yourself and others that pour back into your cup. Wheel of Fortune twice. So there's a sense of a masculine and a feminine both being in this dynamic. So this whole dynamic is also leading to finding a divine connection, a divine soulmate, etc. Your person wants you to know, if you ever feel like somebody's crawling up you, not like you're gliding together, you can't fight that itch. A partner, a business partner, a relationship, a friend, take it as it resonates, that is truly able to glide with you, you're not gonna feel them like creeping and itching up. You could have been having a lot of bugs appearing around you lately, Pay attention to the type of bugs that are appearing around you, and look up the spiritual meaning behind them. And I'm saying for real, it's not funny, and like you will literally see it happen. And if you do this, you will see it happen. If you have the ability to not kill any type of bug, you shouldn't. Don't get me wrong. Follow me here, okay? If there's no other choice, if this is like, if there's no other choice, and you have to kill a bug, because for whatever reason, it's not just because it's more convenient to. There's a difference between doing that and actually killing a bug just because it's easier. It's like a law of karma. It's like an unintentional. There's a difference between you having to go ahead and kill something without intending on wanting to do that, versus deciding, okay, this is easier, this is the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to destroy before I try to save, I try to help, I try to nourish. There's just a mindset thing within it, and there's a law of attraction thing within it. When you appreciate every single living vessel, every single thing in this world, because the thing is, they're beautiful, they're there for a reason, they're attracting to you, okay? Our energy, we're magnets for everything in this world. Even plants. You can pay attention to the type of plants that flourish around you and the type of bugs. It looks like your person must have been a very nature-centered individual, because they speak to you through nature. Extremely. Through bugs, plants. And they want me to tell you the wind, especially. You feel those big bursts and gushes of wind, especially when you're thinking about them or when you're upset, etc. It's them almost like engulfing you and helping you steer your emotions. Really pay attention to the plants that just grow around you organically, and the bugs and etc. that form. They want you to remember you're allowed to stand up for yourself continuously, and it will never come back to you in a bad way if you have to make a decision to pick yourself over somebody else. So it looks like your GPS is like keeping you center focused. Not even on peace. There's 4 centered things that your GPS has for you. Well, they want you to know that what has happened since, even through all the bullshit, this is a lot of emotion cards, a lot of water cards. So in the past, I want to take this as the past 4 months with the 4 sections. The past 4 months, you've been presented a whole world of different options, different left path, right path choices. Okay, and in every situation, no matter what was thrown at you in it, you continue to send peace out. Spirit's very grateful for that. Very more than grateful, okay? Because here's the thing. Just as Spirit works with you, you work for Spirit, you work for the universe. If you and all of us here, we're not, who choose to do the work, we're not doing so, the world would not be able to advance. Spirit works with us, and we work for Spirit. There was a water sign in your life. There's a water sign in your life that they were protecting you from. But you had to experience this water sign because it was almost a sense of redemption. You went through the same experience that you might have with a really karmic connection in the past. This could have been a job, a person. You went through like a dampened version of that with this specific job or person, and you picked yourself, and it was a pivotal thing for like law of attraction and a check mark, a bookmark, a checkpoint that you don't have to go and restart a mission. You beat the mission that you had for a very long time been preparing for. As you continued to present your shadow work, when this person died, you went into even more shadow work. It was almost a form of like spirit giving you initiation time. What do I mean by that? When they died, it was like you felt this sense of provence to yourself that you should continue to go on. Provence that you're deserving of more. That you're going to make something of their life by living yours to the max. You had this sense of gold rush over you. Don't get me wrong. You're human and you've had your moments. But I mean, this is the most you've ever loved yourself. And it's not a coincidence that you had this other level of strength overpower you once they died. Because they are connected and they transmuted so much of their energy to you. They want you to know you're about to be flying quite a bit, literally on planes. You're going to be on the road traveling, but home is with you always. They're going to be protecting you always. If you're a person that's never been somebody that really like flew around or anything, didn't go on planes, and this is a whole new thing for you, you're safe, you're protected. You're going to have yin yang also, like I see this, the fire and ice, so I'm also seeing now, with the fire and ice, I'm just seeing Sub-Zero and Scorpion, Mortal Kombat. So maybe recently you've been playing video games, maybe you got the new Mortal Kombat. Maybe the person that's connected to this used to play video games with, they really like video games. They're definitely saying, if you feel triggered, video games must have been a big thing between you two. If you're needing to feel more connected, you want to sit and center in more than just a nature way. Also, and just like, because we can't, even though it would be amazing, phenomenal, we can't, 1000% always be in nature. Sometimes we're going to have to be inside, and we have to find ways to stay connected inside as well. Well, I mean, technology, energy, all of this, there's a bigger picture. And sitting down playing video games that you used to play with them that maybe you haven't been able to play for a long time because it triggers you might actually be able to help you feel more connected. You're going to be traveling a lot, so there's this sense of taking things with you as tokens, as remembrance. There's also, okay, that makes so much sense. It can be really hard for you after their death. You're a grateful person. You do the work. You do the work. You make people very happy when they're around you. But it's still hard for you to truly enjoy things. What do I mean by that? It's like you'll go through moments of just straight happiness with great news, the great things are happening. And then you go, oh, I want to tell whoever has died. And you remember, they're not here. And it dampens. It's not being pessimistic, and it's not low vibrational to talk about the truth, about how these things feel. That's actually high vibrational, because it's when we're doing this in a reflection and an improvement state of mind, not a harping. Okay? The person you lost was so important to you, was such a pivotal person in your life, that anytime something happy happens, and they're going to be no matter how long they've been gone, they're going to be one of the first people you think of. Oh, I want to tell them that this happened. There will always be this split second of kind of forgetting that they're not in that physical body anymore. And a dampening, in a sense, okay? Because you do know they're here spiritually. And if you feel any weird form of, just go with me, if you feel some weird form of, more than survivor's guilt, okay, imposter syndrome about their death, meaning you're well, if they're connected to me, isn't it wrong for me to sit here and feel like they're not here anymore? When I think of them, or I wish their physical body was here, release the need to feel like you're doing anything wrong. It's two different things, them being here for you spiritually and in that physical body. It's two totally different things. It's so understandable why you'd be so sad that you can't physically give them a hug or speak to them when you have all these new world events coming up. They don't want you to steer away from those feelings. They want you to own it. If you need to cry, if you need to find your safe form of expression, like working out or etc., you should. Number one, it will help you always. Remember, though, they remember that they are here. It's not physical. It's not a physical 3D body that they can talk to you through. Now they talk to you through inspiration. They talk to you through nature, through energy. They want to send you signs when great things are happening all the time. But like when you have moments of congratulations, like, yes, you received that checkpoint. And you received that checkpoint, you received that job, you got married, you had a child, whatever it is, take it as it resonates. Multiple things in your life. There will be certain signs they can send you to let you see that they're there with you in those exact moments. This is a beautiful reading. Beaches are so many of these cards are about the beach. You're a star, step into the spotlight where you belong. And then with the black cat, let the animals on earth support you, feel their unconditional love. You might meet somebody very special on the beach. You might have some new experiences on the beach, but something funny is you'll get this combo. I call this the combo deal. The way that they lay out the cards, I know they're very specific how you'll get the messages, because it's not you'll just get a black cat. Okay, you're going to be on the beach, and that's where the black cat's going to be. Isn't that kind of funny? I mean, I don't know about y'all. I'm from Florida. I don't normally see cats on the beach. I might see cats around, absolutely. So many fucking cats around. But on the beach, that's not common. I haven't seen that. There's going to be something that's so life-changing, pivotal, protected, guided. It's going to happen on a beach. And in that moment, whatever event that is for you, you're going to see a black cat walk past you. And this is also a protector. Okay, it's them. You might actually have a black cat, or you might just have a black cat that surrounds you quite a bit. And cats are protectors from evil deities, entities, sources, etc. Whenever you are, wherever you go, and you see that black cat, you are being even given more physical representation to remind you you are protected. That protection's with you always, no matter if you see that cat or not. It's just they can feel in those moments you need to see something physically more to remind you. And so they'll bring you that black cat. Something very pivotal is happening to you on the beach. Either within the last 4 months, it already has happened, or within the next 4 months. It's cool, like whenever you see those wishing dandelions, the wishing flower, you know what I'm talking about? You can pick it up and it's a gift from them. Anytime you see those, when they pop up, they really state to go, when you, instead of even like wishing, just state what you're grateful for already having. And then go ahead and blow. And send that gratefulness, send that energy into the world. Whenever you see these, like the wishing flowers, I think they're called dandelions, I always forget. It's them. Saying, hey, here, you're deserving of more. Hey, here, you're deserving of more. It's also a sense they're kind of letting me know that, like, when you start seeing dandelions pop up around you, it's almost like somebody's, or a situation's gasping for your breath. That somebody is wanting to state that they're grateful for you, and that you have grateful people in your life. Oh, this is cool. Okay, I understand. When you have random dandelions or whatever these are pop up around you, it's letting you know in your breathing vicinity, people that you can exchange oxygen with, you're that close, are grateful for you and are good and are part of your highest timeline. That's really fucking cool. Pelicans are a big forward movement. They talk to you with birds. Birds are humongous forward movement signs, and whenever you see, pay attention to the certain birds that are that are appearing around you, and look up what they mean, because again, they speak to you through insects, plants, and animals. If you have a lot of their stuff, what they're letting me know is to let you know that, like, if you have a lot of their stuff, like too much, and you feel bad about getting rid of something, or if something ever, just you aren't able to figure out how to feel connected to them without physical objects that they left. If you ever have to leave anything because you're moving or etc., however it resonates, do not feel bad. There might be this sense of you having to go ahead and even maybe just leave a place where you have a lot of memories with them. Those memories, they travel with you, and you'll always be able to go back and visit those places that you felt so rooted and have physical memories with. They're letting you know you might be getting out of your physical environment, and they're going to be with you during that. All those protection, all those memories, all those moments, they're with you. The physical place was just a bookmark. But the knowledge, the experience, the energy is with you. And then I just see the sun extremely in this card, so make room for the happy ending. It's now within your grasp. They're stating, like, you give this world masculine energy no matter how you identify. This is meaning your reason for here is to help upgrade. It's more than to help, it's to be a light worker. To shine your light, your positivity, by owning the dark, by owning the whole process of how it took to get there to begin with, and how it's always a choice to continue to rise and fall, rise and fall. It's always a choice to either see the dark of space or the brightness of the stars. What you center focus on is what's going to appear around you. Life is perception, and what you focus on is what materializes. They're letting you know that because of that persistency, to not give up on making sure you're as above and so below, no matter what's sent your way, is continuing to be high frequency. You are walking on gold. They're calling to tell you to wear some pieces of gold jewelry. I'm not saying it has to be this crazy expensive jewelry or anything like that. But gold is a form of armor and of soul protection. Look up the properties, okay? If you're feeling called for more protection, get a physical, like a ring, a bracelet, a necklace, a bracelet, a ring, etc. And put the intention of your brightness, of your confidence, of your persistency, of this extra little espresso shot, if you will, in the energy of when you put that piece of jewelry on. Maybe it's a piece of their jewelry. Maybe you'll find a token of them. You might actually find a piece of jewelry from them, and you can wear that. Even if it's a ring or something that won't fit your fingers, what I'm just saying is you'll get a necklace. Maybe it's a gold necklace, and then whatever that token is that you find of them, you're turning it into a necklace or etc. You're so guided. You're soaring, wings open. This is not a time of quieting down. This is a time of expansion. So go. When you make a wish, when you blow on one of those wishing flowers, the dandelions, you don't know which way all of the parts are going to flare out. You just know and believe they're going to go everywhere. That's what's happening now. That expansion, that time, it's time to spread your wings. Throw your ideas out there. Throw who you are. Be free and allow what is aligned with you to just glide. Amazing. Shaking shit up in the best of ways. You got this. All right? All right. Let's get it.